Here's Dave. Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, what about Mo Green and The Godfather?
Fantastic.
That's really good.
Barely in the movie. And he's fucking taking on the Corleones right away. Fuck you.
Really?
You're nothing.
Relax.
You're like, wait, you crazy?
Mo, do you know who you're talking to here?
You're making a giant mistake. I saw this motherfucker shoot a bunch of people in a restaurant.
Yeah.
And you're yelling at him?
Oh, bad. With that stupid turtleneck and the bad coat, and you're like, Jesus Christ, Mo.
It's like I made my bones while you were banging cheerleaders.
You're going to buy me out? I buy you out. No, fuck you.
I had to. He's fucking banging cocktail waitresses 2 at a time.
And Fredo looked like such a dope in
I
that
gotta
scene.
slap him around a little bit, sure. Keep business going. Like it's a positive thing. Like why? That's like saying, I had to have an adding machine. What am I gonna do? I can't fucking do it all by my head.
You slap my brother around?
Here's Tim. Tim, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Billy Bob Thornton in Tombstone.
Yeah, when he was getting slapped in that
He's
fucking
good.
movie.
He was good. He's great in those supporting roles. I mean, I know it's not everyone likes U-Turn, but the fucking creepiness of him as that mechanic is great in that movie.
I had a better one. Him and the Apostle. He had
I
that
just said
great.
that.
Why don't you listen to the Ron and Fez show?
No, but Billy Bob Thornton. He had that.
It was on the fucking air here with us.
I'm sorry.
That's what we're fucking doing, you Mister. I don't have a care in the world. You're on the phone with who? Your mom?
No, I'm sorry.
Who are you talking to on the phone?
No, I had to make a quick call to. Never mind.
He wasn't on the phone.
He wasn't on the
I was
phone.
on the
He just doesn't
phone!
care.
Well, why can't we know who you were calling?
I was calling Paul.
Why was that
Bullshit.
He was.
That is bullshit. Why would you? The phone is in there. You don't call him from there. If he's booked to be on the show at 1 o'clock, that's when he's on.
I understand that, but never mind.
Scruffy's on the phone.
You're making up.
I'm not making it up.
You're lying.
I swear to God.
There's no reason for you to be doing that. Is what I'm saying. That's not work. What you're doing. That's social.
That wasn't.
That's like me going like this. I need to call my chick. Stop the show for a while, would you? Hi, honey. Yeah, on the air with the guys. Huh? You're right. He was giving advice to himself. He's just not taking it. Yeah, he said some things since then. Well, maybe he's just thinking about what he talked about. All right, I'll pick up some clams before I come home. Bye. Paul, you're on Fez. All right, 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. We got to get into the best of stuff because I know, Hicks, the Christmas Day, we are playing the original songs.
Yeah.
We might even have it as a countdown. We might be counting down the hits. I don't know yet.
We have a lot of fucking songs to play.
I know. There's going to be very little for me and Fez to do. We're going to have to do really short. But we also have to replay the thing that Mooch did that Earl fucked up again, which was the songs and how they were written.
Yeah, of 3 Perry Nori and 3 Sleeve songs, the origins.
Yes.
Secret origins.
Earl, give me some odds. I just thought about my career. I looked at you and I thought about my career and I got a little agita.
So that'll be part of the best of while we're away for the holidays.
I mean, I could sit here and eat hot peppers and it wouldn't be as bad as every time I look up at Earl and remember that he's my producer. You going to promise that we'll get it on this time, Earl? And not you, which you were playing the Douglas Family Vacation at Disney World?
It will absolutely play this time.
What other replay haven't we done in a while that we want to play? Because we're going to have off like 7 or 8 days here, and I want to make sure we get some of the good stuff on. I don't know, Earl, you have a tendency to replay the same shit over and over. Don't play Lobster Hands again. Don't.
Yeah, I don't think we should be playing any Billy Staples. People might freak out. But maybe we could do like a best of all the Hypnosis shows. Take the best bits of all. Like I know people want to hear when we did Opie and Anthony on the Hypnosis show.
So best of Hypnosis Day.
I think so. Yeah, that'd be great.
Well, why don't we do things where Fez and I set all these things up at the beginning then, so they make a little sense? Earl, Hicks seems to be all over this. I haven't heard anything out of you yet.
Well, that was actually my suggestion, which I made yesterday.
How are you doing this? How are you throwing your voice into Hicks's body?
It's the best of ventriloquism.
I made that suggestion before.
Why didn't you say it then, Earl?
Why didn't you say it? I say whoever gets it to the mic first, that's whose idea it is.
Well, you beat me to the punch on that one.
It's my
Well,
idea.
then you might have another idea. What is that?
Well, I was thinking of maybe doing some of it, but I can't even think of one. I was thinking maybe.
What is happening with you? You seem to be disheveled and lost in a world of weirdness, not being able to explain yourself lately.
I mean, I'm just trying to.
Are you the $60,000 producer?
I
or
wish
not?
I made $60,000.
If you made $60,000, I'd kill myself.
But
let me try to have a conversation with you on the air.
yes.
Is there some best of stuff? You're the producer of the show.
Yes, I
You
am.
can't remember any best of stuff that you want to hear.
Well, everyone. I mean, a lot of people still want to hear the show where we locked Fez in the coffin, where he overcame his fear.
Well, wasn't that not that
That was a
long ago?
bet.
I mean, well, yeah, but people still want to hear it.
Well, who doesn't have a fear of being locked in a coffin?
Well, Fez
That
had
makes
one.
perfect fucking sense. Plus, you were the person who fainted that day.
Yeah,
when you got
I
pushed
have
in
a
the
fear of
coffin.
a coffin, and they
Who-
threw.
Yes, but who faints
threw me
when
in the
something
coffin.
scares them? You fainting goat.
I was locked in this really small, cramped space with no air in it. I was freaking out.
You had air. That was the lid shut on him?
Yes,
that day.
They dumped me on my
Yeah.
head and then closed the casket.
But you fainted on the floor out here, not inside the casket.
Right.
We put his legs in, and that's when he fainted. So he fainted because his shins were in the coffin.
Anthony, you're Ron and Fez.
Yeah, hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Ronnie, I got some ideas for some best ofs, like some of the old Christmas shows, like from NEW, like when Stephen Baldwin came in and you had the girls in there drinking, and some of the Christmas party shows when everybody
Yeah.
comes.
I mean, every Friday was a Christmas party there. I don't even know whether they were at Christmas.
I have been cutting up when Paul O had the enema when the Afro
And we've
show.
never played that before.
I don't
on
think
XM.
I don't think it's ever been played on XM. No.
That was the world's funniest man contest.
Yep.
That I won't say who won. Someone from the O&A show won World's Funniest Man, and the bet was we give Paulo an enema. He stands in a baby pool. Everyone tells a joke, and when he finally laughs and squirts everything out, that's the funniest man in the world. Which now doesn't even seem to make sense. Dan, you're on Fez.
Yo, Ronnie, I desperately miss hearing the Midnight Rider.
We got some Rider stuff, maybe. Gary, you're on Fez.
Hey, Ronnie Fezzy. How about the Dominatrix and Eastside Dave? How about that one?
Now, Dave, you said that one of the conditions of your new relationship, no dominatrix.
Well, I could get beat up as long as it's not by a woman. If it was by a man, if a man did things to me, put his finger in me, whatever, Casey would be fine with that, but not a woman. So it was the janitortures that day. Probably now it would be frowned upon. But if it was a man, it'd be fine.
So the problem is that you are so turned on by beaten up by a woman that comes across as cheating.
I think so, because I was experiencing a ton of pain that day, but then I would get some sort of euphoric rush out of it, which was weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
I had
Pain
never,
with an erection.
and I had never experienced that before.
Here is Gary. Gary, you're on Fez.
Hey, how you doing, buddies?
Good.
I would love to hear some of the old Ron and Fez, because I used to live in Connecticut, and I used to pick up the radio station every once in a while, and Fezzy was hilarious back in the early 2000s, late 90s.
Mm-hmm.
You really were, Fez.
Thank you, Gary. I appreciate that.
I love you, Fezzy.
Here is Tom. Tom, you're on Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah, my request for a best of segment is the day that you played the interview that you did the night before with Gail O, which was a Thursday. On a Friday show, you gave Earl the worst beating he's ever taken in his life, and that show did not air Friday night, and it has never aired since then.
Do you remember this, Earl?
No, not at all.
It's brutal, Ron. It's brutal. You've got to play that entire show.
Why was I mad at him?
Because he's Earl.
Yeah. So, Earl, you got beat up so bad you decided to take it out of best of rotation?
No, I mean, I've
It
never
sounds
taken
like it
it.
might have been destroyed.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Ronnie, I actually thought that you might have pulled it because you felt bad for him, but the last
Fuck
segment
no.
of the show, the last
I could have
hour
committed
or
a
so-
murder in here, and I would not give a shit. Because when I walk out at 3, it's done to me.
Well, it was a Friday show, and it included the Gail O interview that you guys recorded the night before on a Thursday. That's the only way I can remember it because I waited for it that Friday night so I could record it. It didn't run that night. It didn't run over the weekend, and I've never heard it since.
Wow. Well, I mean, if anything, it's just because Earl lost it because he fucks up, not because he or I had a problem with it.
No, it was just one of Earl's usual rambling, shambling days where he was stuttering and muttering.
The weirdest thing is, you've been back for a while, Earl, and then lately, you're fucking lost on the air and off the air. I don't know what's going on with you, and we don't even beat you up about it anymore. You're that lost to us.
Well, I don't, I mean, I'm, maybe I'm coming
Thank you. That's exactly what you're doing. Today, remember I asked a question, and he started looking at the paper before the show.
Oh, yeah.
And then finally you had to answer it for me.
Right.
You don't know how to find things anymore.
I'm a little, I'll admit I've been a little distracted, but.
Why are you distracted?
Nothing really, I can't really
The inauguration?
The inauguration.
You hear the way that he's even talking now?
But it's something,
Like you have a awful secret. Like I'm a cop, you know who killed the little girl, and you don't want to say.
Yeah, there's things that are happening in my life that I don't really want to necessarily talk about, but I don't want to bring them to, I don't bring them to
you.
work.
There's nothing happening in your life.
Well,
You have zero life outside of the studio.
I do have a life outside the studio.
Tell us one thing.
Well, there's just a situation right now with a friend of mine. She's going through a really weird time right now.
You get another girl pregnant?
No, not at all. It's just some health issues. So I've been dealing with that. And that's basically
I don't think
been
you
it.
have a friend close enough that you care about.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Seriously, I know you. You really don't have friends. You know people, but you don't have anyone that you're like, oh, I'm worried about this person. Stan the Man.
Ronnie B.
Yeah.
Hey, the old Fezatorials, man. You did one every Friday, and they were great. Get 'em
This
back.
is my Fezatorial. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, we could probably get some Fezatorials on the best of.
Here is Bobby. Bobby, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie. How
Yeah.
about doing some original programming for a couple of days? Maybe get CT and Jiven to come in and do a live show, or get special delivery to do a live show, possibly.
We've asked about that, and what we were told is the time is not right.
All right, thanks. See ya.
What they might want to do is, get this thing geared up a little more. I know you're doing a Saturday show tonight, tomorrow night, this Saturday?
Yeah, we're doing the special delivery, special preview show Saturday night at 8. That's just going to be getting you excited for the live show, which will be Saturday night, December 20th, 9 to midnight.
So things are gearing up with Sam and Dave.
The special delivery show is on fire, and it's going to be hard to find enough water to put it out, baby.
The problem is, Earl's having some problems with a woman in his life, and he might not be able to listen to it.
Oh, it's a friend of mine.
Is that
Earl sees himself as the Black House, where he's trying to figure out some kind of operation he has to do with this girl.
Oh, not at all.
I wondered why he was walking around with a cane.
Here's Gary. You're on Ron and Fez.
Ronnie B.
Yes.
Y'all have any of the old Dykes on bikes you can sprinkle in there?
Gary, you must be the world's oldest man to remember Dykes on bikes.
That was some of the greatest stuff, brother.
It was, at the time, just crossing lines. Now I think it would seem tame. But at the time, we're like, do you hear? GM wants to talk to us about Dykes on bikes. And he's not happy with the Vulcans either. But, in the 80s, you were like, you live in large. You live in just large. It's our good friend, Hard Rock Johnny. Hi, Johnny.
Hello, boys.
Yeah.
You probably get a whole bunch of best of with just Earl stammering lately, it seems. But I really want some old Iris and maybe some Jan Brady and Andre the Giant thrown in there.
So some of the old character pieces.
Yeah, the old character pieces were great. I mean, I tried to offer someone a bunch of money the other day to do a call-in with an old voice, but he told me he couldn't do it anymore.
Who's that?
When I was there on Thanksgiving.
Who was it?
Really dying to hear an old character who just happened to be around that day.
Oh, but his voice has
His
changed?
voice changed. He goes, I don't care how much money you give me, I can't do it.
No! Can't do it anymore.
I was dying for that.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
So
You won't
that's
even
what
do
I
it
like.
around the house. All right, Johnny.
boys. See ya.
Thanks, Hard Rock.
What's going on with you with the stammering? Even Hard Rock Johnny notices.
There's nothing going on. I'm just doing the best I can. I really am.
You got to get a little stress-free.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
But you're not. You're
I'm
freaked
trying
out.
to, the more I try to like put some space between it, seems to just draw back in.
That doesn't even make sense, what he's saying. Draw back into what?
No, like the more.
What are you thinking about? Is it so hard that you got 21 hours a day off? Is that
No,
what bothering you?
not at all. When you're still trying to do everything else, and it's hard. I'm not saying it. It's been easy. It hasn't.
What hasn't? We don't know what you... Do you know what he's talking about?
No, I think Earl likes to talk in befuddling vagaries, and that's probably his biggest weakness right now.
You befuddling vagaries. I just
You're not
don't-
making any sense.
I'm just don't. I mean,
Dave is
some-
laughing at you.
I mean, and
Dave's laughing in your face, and Hicks is laughing at you. I mean, listen to them.
I can hear them.
They're laughing.
I mean, frankly, I don't care, but
You got to chill the fuck out, my man.
I'm trying to. I really am. I'm trying to just get myself
Well, don't bring
together.
your shit to the air.
I'm trying not to. Again, it just seems to come out when at really weird times, inopportune times like now.
Now is when we're on the air.
I know. I'm just.
But the only thing that's happened is I've called you in. But for 3 weeks, I haven't mentioned this. You're wandering around out there. You were supposed to be the free safety getting things done, and you're not. You're just safe from Ron. You're not doing any work, though.
I think I'm getting the work done.
Do you have any stress reduction that you do in your life?
I try. I've tried to do the meditation thing, and that's not really working yet. But it's something I've kind of.
Why don't you
embraced.
meditate? You're a guy who gets his work done. Make a picture of that.
In Earl's defense, he's been great at picking pens up off the floor.
Oh, Jesus, Earl, are you? Is
That's
that
not-
what all you're worried about right now?
Yeah, Dave, you're always pointing these things out, right?
Yeah,
But you're the first
he
one
does.
when shit goes down. Earl, can you tell Ron? You
What is
run
he,
from
What
responsibility.
is he afraid to tell me?
That was in
What is he
2000.
afraid to tell
Fly
me?
from
What
responsibility.
is he afraid to tell me?
There was a situation with the oh God.
What are you talking? You're not making any sense.
I'm trying
You're
to
out of
make
your
sense.
mind right now. You're insane.
What are they called?
Fezzi,
Befuddling?
look at him. He's going crazy.
I've seen that face.
Dave, have you seen him?
No, he's not.
He's scratching his ear. Why? What is he doing? Why
Because
are
it
you scratching
itches,
his
He's
ear?
trying to pull it off. He's gonna start throwing his ears at us.
He always scratches his ear when he does when he is in
Always
trouble.
scratch my ear. You're insane, Dave. Insane.
What is it?
Pot
What's
Keller
going on?
tell you.
Focus on me. Don't
I'm
even
trying
listen.
to
Focus on me.
I am focusing.
What
on
is it?
Look at him.
As I'm saying,
Why are you working in a vagary?
I'm working in a vagary, but I'm.
Stop repeating them. Focus on me. What's going on with you? It's Ronnie B, Earl. Talk to me.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to get through this little
Segment?
weird patch of my life right now. Trying to get through it okay and not bring it on the air, and try not to.
I'd rather you brought it on the air. I'd like to know what's going on with you because you're not getting your work done.
Well, he did pick up some paper cups that were on the floor.
Well, I appreciate that, but that's not working. Earl.
Okay.
That's not work. What's going on, buddy? Talk to Ron.
No, I'm just trying to be. I'm trying to be a.
Stop
good
saying
friend.
try.
I mean, that's.
Be a good friend to us and get your work done.
And I know, and I'm trying to do that.
Stop saying try. Stop saying try.
Listen to Yoda.
There is no try. There is do or do not.
His mouth is very dry right now, too. Can't you just hear his lips? It's coming through the radio.
Yeah, you
That's
do have
you,
dry
you
lips.
idiot.
You do have dry lips, Earl. What's going on? Talk to me.
What? I have a friend of mine. She's going through a rough patch right now, and I'm being a friend.
Is she here?
No.
Be a friend to us. Get
I
your
will-
work done.
I will be a friend here. What?
We don't know what you're talking about.
So there's nothing to like. there's nothing really to. I don't have anything to say right now.
You're the Riddler.
Here's Patrick. Patrick, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys. Maybe you could play the Don Vito, what was the hot sauce drinking contest back in Florida?
You know, I don't think we have any of the old Ron and Ron tapes, do we?
Farthest back we go is .com.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have any of the Ron and Ron stuff. Here's Bob. Bob, you're on Ron and Fez. Bob, going once, twice?
Hey, buddy.
Yeah. What do you got?
Hey, Fez, I'm like $1.380. I was thinking a show you'd have no shortage of material for, some of the old Earl screwing up shows.
You want to do that, Earl?
Breeze show, Can't Feel My Toes show.
You've had a lot of fuck-ups over the years. Here's Chris. Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, boys. What's going on?
Yeah.
I was just going to say you guys could play the episode where Fez drank for the first time after his heart surgery. Just shit my pants when I listen to that stuff. It's good stuff.
I don't necessarily remember that. Do you, Fez?
Yeah, it was the first anniversary of my heart attack. It was November, I think, 2006.
And you drank?
So I drank to celebrate 1 year.
Here's Khalib. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron. I'd like to hear some more of Fez crying.
Which one in particular?
I think it's radio gold whenever he cries.
People do seem to like it, Fezzy.
Yeah, I don't understand why. I don't see where it's... I mean, I'm not entertained by it.
Everybody feels superior.
Oh, that's what it is. Then they might like that heart attack anniversary show, because that's drunk and crying.
I don't remember that. No, your first drunk and crying is a classic, and we've played that a few times. Now, your last drunk and crying, we ended the drunk shows after, because you put on an act in here, and we had to stay until what time? 3 o'clock in the morning? With
Yeah.
you?
It was 3 a.m.
Late.
Yeah, because you can't handle your own shit anymore.
Yeah, he got really sick.
And you're
I got him in
fucking
a cab.
funny when you drink. You're really funny, but then you can't make us for the next 8 hours. Should we take him to the hospital? I fucking hate when anyone brings up hospital to me at all for something that happens on the show. Whether they've had hot sauce in their ass, they've had too much to drink, or they're really worried about their friend, which none of us really believe. Do you believe it, Dave?
No, there is no friend.
This is made up.
Well, I'm gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie about something like that.
You
No way.
Notorious liar.
No
You're
way.
the number one liar in the show.
No way.
Everyone's
No, I
probably
would
told
not lie about
you
something
lie
like
the
that.
most.
You don't have to tell us who the friend is. Tell us what the medical emergency is.
It is a
headaches round
baby.
No.
No, the blue baby.
No blue babies. It's a hysterectomy.
What are you worried about?
And on top of that, there's also potential cancer.
Yeah, there always is with a hysterectomy. That's why they do it.
Well, I mean, it's
Right.
there's multiple things going on.
Yes.
Right now. So
It's called a procedure nowadays.
But
that's like saying I'm very worried about my friend Fez. He's going to have his hair cut. And I don't know whether I can do the show today. Because, wait, I didn't finish. They're also going to do it sideburns.
It's going to get ugly.
I think
There-
you're using it as an excuse.
There could be bangs complications.
Excuse maker.
everybody was like making an excuse. This is the first time I'm mentioning it. I hate mentioning it.
You got to fucking chill, my man.
I know. You're absolutely right.
Ron, Juliana has a toothache.
I didn't even think she had teeth yet.
She has one. It's literally a toothache.
It already hurts. It's already rotted.
Yeah,
she got one tooth and it's bad.
I can't. I don't know how much longer I could be here today.
You just put a Fruit Loop on it every day.
It's a terrible idea. Wrapping a tooth in a Fruit Loop. You got to do what I do to relax, Earl. At night, what do you do at night to relax?
You know, I listen
Do you do anything to relax?
I listen to music. I try to read. I do things that make me feel good.
Why don't you do what I do? I like to sit out on the pier and look across the bay. I don't think about a thing, and I feel a million miles away. Like I'm floating from the sky, like a storm of falling snow. And then I'm spinning through the trees, and I'm shining on the road. For all the people in the light, and all the children in the light, they're singing, Holy, Holy Night. And that's all I do, Earl. That's every night for me. That's all I ever have to do.
Rhymes, too.
Oh, hold on. Ant just called in and says he doesn't like that. Says that's no way to spend your night. RC, you're on Ron and Fez. RC.
Hey, buddies. What about when y'all had Rutger Hauer in there and all you left the studio and he was taking calls by himself?
No, we played that before, haven't we?
We played it a couple times, but
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
played.
there's going to be some new listeners. We might be able to play it again.
Please. See, this is why people get mad. They hear the same shit over and over.
It's so good.
Tom, I know it is. Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies, what's going on?
Yeah.
Hey, the one where April Fools, when you kicked Fez out or Fez quit, that was funny. And
I
anytime
never
you guys
remember
drink-
us doing an April Fool's joke ever in our career.
Yeah, I don't recall this one at all.
Kevin, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, how you doing?
Yeah.
Good. Happy holidays. Nice touch on the la 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 la.
Hmm?
I was hoping on the best ofs we could hear maybe that little Ron Wood interview that Earl set up a while ago.
Earl, you want to rerun the Ron Wood interview? The way you saved your job?
There was no Ron Wood.
But you said you would quit and you'd be gone by now.
Well, there were extenuating circumstances with that. They had to reschedule the tour. We actually had them ready to go.
You're a liar.
I'm not lying.
You're a fucking liar. We didn't have him ready to go. We had nothing.
We had it.
Who's we?
Well, the booking agency was ready to.
That's a fucking lie.
We had it.
We did not have it.
We did.
I remember every day asking you, and not once was there a schedule to go. Not once.
The most we had was Earl remembering his days as a receptionist and meeting Ron Wood. That story is all we had to go with.
And I remember this. He's not doing any press. Then we found out he just did a morning show in bumfuck upstate New York. He did another Market 175 in Jersey. So you're a bullshit liar. And that's why you find yourself never know what to say, because you don't just tell the truth.
I do tell the truth. I'm telling you the truth as it is laid out in front of me. This is the situation.
What was the date we had him booked? And who was the person who booked? I'll fucking call CTB right now. It's a lie. They did not have him. I know, because we have a meeting after the show every day. And any one of us remember if there was a booking date. Any one of us would remember that. Freak Dog, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I don't want to speak out of school, but I heard Earl's friend, her disease is Trent Edwards cockitis. The other suggestion I got for you, the Fez and Mikey D reunion was fucking gold.
All our best to Mikey D. Recently lost his father, and that's the toughest thing for the guy. So I really do hope, Fezzy, that you've used this occasion to say to Mikey D, let's be friends again.
I have not reached out to Mikey D. As of yet. No, I haven't.
Are you ready to?
Well, I feel really bad for him about losing his pop. I feel bad about that. But wouldn't it just look like a very shallow gesture?
You're a shallow man. That's okay. You're the shallowest man I ever met. If you were a pool, I'd let the fucking kids swim there all the time. I'd let Juliana go in that pool without her little swimmies on or without anyone watching. I'd say, Dave, go get a beer, have a smoke, and take your shit.
Oh, thank
that
God.
That baby can't drown in that shallow pool.
Great.
That's Fez pool.
Great.
Arch, you're on Ron and Fez.
Are we able to hear anything when you had Superstar on?
Do we have any of the superstar stuff with Good, No Good? Earl, why do you act like you're a stranger to this?
I'm not saying.
Earl just looked at me like smiling, like life is good. Yes, Hicks.
We might have to go back to the archives.
Are you the only one who does this?
Pretty much, yeah.
All right,
It's down
then,
to
Earl,
me.
why are you in here talking to us? Stand with your head in the trash can for the rest of the segment because you don't know what we're talking about.
Trash can day!
Couldn't get my word. I couldn't get a word.
Where you going? Where you going?
Put it
Where
on.
you going?
the
Wow,
trash
look
can.
at Nico running in with a trash can.
Any chance of any old of the other side of the street stuff from about a year and a half ago? The other show?
The K-Rock one?
Yeah.
Can we run those, Hicks?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll run some of those.
Maybe when you came up with the whole monkey house thing.
Well, that will be part of
the mooch
thing
okay.
that Earl had planned for around Thanksgiving. Then you decided not to run it.
No.
You wanted to run the best of Ron Wood.
No, what happened was DC screwed it up. They've screwed up with all the automation.
They're the fuck ups.
Yes, they screwed it up. I was on the phone with them all afternoon trying to figure out why did this happen.
You seem like a man who needs a hysterectomy.
No, I don't need a hysterectomy.
From between his ears.
Sodomy, maybe.
Here is Chris. Chris, you're on Fez.
What's up, B?
Yeah.
Ronnie, you. And
I can't even understand you. John, you're on Fez.
Yeah, did you ever notice that the two guys who have the least going on in life seem to have the most stress on the show?
Who's that?
Earl and Stent Boy.
Stent Boy is not your nickname, is it?
No.
You do seem to be. You two are the stress twins, though.
I'm a stressor.
And he's right. Neither one of you guys has a family to take care of. Neither one of you guys has any fucking money concerns.
No.
And for some reason, you're the two with all the problems in the world.
If you two only knew the debt
Here's
that
what
I've
I don't
accrued.
understand. And I know I'll lock up, I'll be quiet, and then Ron will move on. You both also have the same fucking defense of, all right, I'm going to fucking put my head onto my hands. Ronnie will keep talking. I read this the other day. It's fucking amazing to me. You know how many people in this world are hungry and not getting the food that they need? What, you know how many? 1 billion.
Whoa.
1 billion fucking people in this world aren't financially able to feed themselves and their family. Yet, the people in this show are the ones with all the fucking problems in the world. I can't understand it. It really baffles me.
I'm a selfish person. And that's what I'm realizing.
Things aren't that bad. 1 billion people. We can food. We eat.
We eat for God's sake.
We got brownies in the fucking fridge right now.
Oh, I know. We were looking for those yesterday for Sheepy.
I got him.
Well, he was not here.
No, I gave it to him.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. What? He lied to you?
Yeah, he said he didn't get one because I wanted to show him that some brownies do come with frosting.
Oh, he's lying to you. Everyone's lying today.
Gary, you're on the Ron and Fez Show.
buddies, good afternoon. I got two I really liked a lot. The old Crazy Jen waterboarding and the old Billy Staples paintball days. Them were pretty good times.
All right, we love. Have we ever replayed the Crazy Jen waterboarding from DC?
We played the waterboarding.
By the way, no one has seen hide nor hair of Crazy Jen. I want to try to get a hold of her today because she goes south every once in a while. Let's go over here to Chris. Chris, you're on the Ron and Fez Show.
Hey, buddies. Anything with Fez's brother Corky would be great to be heard again.
Corky was drunk on the air one time, I believe, at NEW. And what was his big saying? I even used it as a drop.
I want to turn it up a notch.
I'm going to turn it up a notch. It was the last thing he said. I always love the fact of, like, anyone bragging about their alcohol consumption. Like, we're going to get this one done. Like, what are you all you're doing is drinking a beverage.
You're swallowing.
Yeah.
You're good at that.
Yes. That somehow, and I've done it too, you feel like it makes you more of a man.
Yeah, right.
It always kills me. Everyone says, I drank 3 6-packs last night. 3 6-packs. What if someone said to you, you know, I drank 3 6-packs of grape knee-high last night? You would think you're an obsessive maniac that belongs in a fucking nut hut. I got to get you to 4 wins. Imagine what it does to your bladder and kidneys alone if you drank 18 Cokes. What a bad fucking idea that was. But we are well assumed to know 24 Budweiser's cool.
I mean, now that you say it, how is it even possible that, like, I love soda, but I mean, I think after my 4th soda, like, I don't understand how your body would shut down. How does it not shut down with beer?
It's really remarkable. Even if you had 18 waters, if you said I drank 18 waters at night, I'd be like, you're a little fucking nuts, dude. You're going to destroy that bladder.
Weird. Beer is magic.
You
I
end up
guess.
with a hysterectomy. Why don't you get a herorectomy just to be like her, and you can wear matching shirts?
No.
Who is this person that none of us know?
No, she's an old friend of mine. I've known her for a long time.
Hello, old friend. We're going to take a break here, Fezzy. Patrick has stopped by today. He's going to rock for us a little bit.
Patrick,
Jamie Meyer
from Art of the Topless. He'll be stopping by.
With his friend.
And he's bringing his friend Jamie Meyer by. It's myspace.com, jamiemeyerartist.com.
So this is what Patrick says to us. Jamie Meyer is like very, very big in Sweden.
Oh, okay.
Completely big in Sweden, rocking the scene hard now. What is he doing? Coming to 50 states. 50 states of confusion.
That's right.
He says, bring it on. You know why? The Beatles proved if you're going to be big, you got to do it in the USA. There's 48 states you got to dominate. Now, obviously, we don't care about the charts in Alaska and Hawaii. They don't mean much to us. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not crazy about the California charts. There's a scene in San Diego right now that, to me, sounds like two guys hitting their head between pants. So I'm not all that impressed with it. None of this is for you, Earl. I thought you liked the music.
I like music. I love music.
Jamie Meyer went really far in the Sweden version of American Idol. He went extremely far.
Wouldn't that be Swedish Idol?
I think they call it Pop Idol over there. Like,
well, that was the original in England, too, right?
Every other country kept Pop Idol except for the egocentric Americans.
Well, here's the deal. We don't like the word pop over here. Every other country, pop is not a bad word. In this country, are you a pop star? No one ever wants to call themselves a pop star.
True. But they could have even called it Rock Idol. I mean...
Well, it's not rock either, is it? It is pop.
Yeah.
But people who are... Now, I happen to like pop music. What about you, Earl?
I love pop music.
Who's your favorite pop star all the time? Was it your Pop? No. When he used to come back, put you on his lap?
One of them, because I consider him more pop than rock, is Elton John. He was a huge pop star.
And you're the world's biggest Elton John fan.
No, I mean, I don't think I'm the world's
What was your favorite Elton John album?
Tumbleweed Connection, Hunky Chateau period.
Isn't that the hip era for you? Isn't that the easiest thing to say? I liked him pre-1975, let's say. You're never allowed to say Goodbye to Yellow Brick Road on. Anything after that, you look like a maniac. But before that, Madman Across the Water. Amazing.
Music snob.
You are, Earl.
That's what Earl Douglas is.
Music snob.
You know who knew it? Scott Muni. Scott Muni knew it, and it killed him. It eventually killed him.
That's why he's dead.
You see these little cigars I'm smoking? Just rocking on some nice little cigars.
You're going to burn one up just like Scott's was burning in hell.
That was uncalled for.
That was very uncalled for.
That was uncalled for.
Why don't people buy you more cigars, Ronnie? Why don't people get you more cigars?
Oh, it's okay. I'm fine.
I've just noticed.
I'm enjoying the cigars that I get for myself. I'm digging these little ones right now.
Yeah, but I mean, people know you enjoy them. You know,
they don't care.
They're always asking, "Oh, what can I do for Ronnie?"
The listeners don't care about that kind of stuff.
And that yet no
one.
one
They care whether I get nice cigars or not.
No one gets you cigars.
They shouldn't have to even think about it. Put it out of their mind. It is a great Christmas gift, but put it out of your mind. Who cares?
They just don't do it.
Right now,
like a cigar drought.
You know what? I've been smoking more. I'm a nervous wreck over the fact that Earl's friend's having a hysterectomy. Nervous wreck. Let's go to Tom. Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies. Yeah. I'd love to hear Turturro's interview again, Ronnie. I think that was one of the best interviews with a celeb I've ever... I think your job with Turturro was... I mean, I love Turturro, and you brought it out,
Stop
man.
saying Turturro. We only play those on Sunday nights. I don't like to... make people sit through. All right, we're going to break here. We're going to come back with a little music for you. Do the guys got their guitars? They ready to rock? Why don't you stand up, Earl, and you start walking like a person?
They're tuning up now.
All right, tuning up now. So when we get back in here, we'll listen to a little bit of music. Ron and Fez Show.